Yo, what's poppin', YouTube? Give me liberty, give me death. What is poppin', YouTube? It is wonderful to be back on this LIVE. Yeah, I think that's better. I've been doing some rearranging, you see. But we're going to get to this. Yo, it's THEMOSHOW Chicago, and we are back again, this time on the LIVE on the MONDAY. And if this is your first time watching, I think that's better. The MOSHOW Chicago asks that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And today's conversation, you all, just happens to be a true winner. A true winner. I'm not worried about the powers. I'll get to that later. But this here is a true winner, you all, because we have a number of topics. But this first one here is a winner. And I want to start by showing you this. But first, let me ask you a question. How do you end, or how do we end racism in America? Can anybody tell me that? How do we end racism in America? Oh, my face is sort of dry, but it's going to do for now. Any answers out there? Any answers? Well, I'm going to tell you what. This one black man shows you how he is ending racism. Because a male kin used the N-word in a restaurant. And this is what happened. Check it out. Well, damn. For my white friends here in America, and for those of you who are watching worldwide, this is your broadcast announcement. Don't use the N-word when you're talking to a black man. You could end up like this white guy right here. You can end up just like him. And I'm going to tell you why. Because people in their normal frame of mind are tired of male Karens like that trying to make them inferior, talk to them like they're inferior. This here is a no-go for the day. I'm going to play that again for you. This here is a no-go for the day. If you are a white man in America, expect to be handled like this when you're dealing with the black man. Wow. Wow, that is unbelievable. What do you think about that, you all? What do you think about that? Is that the way that black men should handle racism here in America when they are called the N-word? That's the price of using the N-word with a real black man. You all think about that. Because in today's society, Karens are on the rise, Kens are on the rise, black children are on the rise, despite the fact that they are continuously trying to lock us up away in those concentration camps called prisons. Needless to say, if you're a black man, you are going to experience this one day. Some point in your life, whether you're a kid, whether you are a teenager, whether you are an adult, you're going to experience some ignorance like that. Now, how you deal with it, that's on you. But this man chose to deal with it that way. Do you think he was right for dealing with the situation that way? I do. I do. I promise you one thing. I guarantee you that that white man won't be saying that again for a while. He won't be saying that for a while, especially not to him. Okay? It's sad that we have to live in these times in 2022, whereas the white man has to make the black man feel inferior. And once again, this is for the majority of the Caucasians in this country. And that's according to statistics. That's not according to Mo. That's according to statistics. Okay? So there's a lot of Kens out there. All of you Caucasians who say that you are liberals, you still outbeat by how many percent? I'm just saying. Look what happened in Portland, Oregon. Speaking about racism in America, speaking about male Kens in America. Look what happened in Portland, Oregon, when the protesters over the weekend was protesting for the unlawful death of Amir Locke in Minnesota and Patrick Kimmons that lived in Oregon back in 2018. Now, according to the reports, they say that Patrick Kimmons back in 2018 had ran towards the police with the gun. Now, I remember this story because I covered it. I did a story on that. However, they say that he had a gun. Others say he didn't have a gun. But needless to say, he rushed at the police. Was the police right in killing him? Why can't they just blow your knees out? You know, I know that they're trained. See, they're trained to kill you. They're not trained to maim you. They are trained to kill you. Remember, you are the black silhouette, right? That's in target practice. You are the black silhouette, black man. And you wonder why they kill you. They're trained that way. Hate. Hate. If you're a man with a gun and you hate somebody, I don't care if you're black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Mexican, Indian, I don't care. If you are a man and you have hate for people, at the first sight of a chance to use that firearm, you're going to use it, especially if you're white, to see if you can get away with it. Just like that woman in Oregon, I'm going back to that. Woman is dead. A woman is dead and 5 others are injured for protesting. Now, according to the reports, you had an armed homeowner and an armed protester. Sad. Now, they have not released the names of those who were shot, nor the woman who was killed. They did not mention her name. I mean, if somebody got some more information out there, let me know. But anyway, needless to say, Lieutenant Shepard from the Oregon Police Department walked away from a news conference because you had protesters who was denouncing white threats by white nationalist groups. Hey, if we have to be honest here, white nationalist group are the biggest terrorists in America. It's not the Arabs overseas. It's not Russia. It's not Ukraine. It's not China. The worst terrorist in America is here already in America. White nationalist groups. So, white men are the terrorists, the worst terrorists of America? Sad, but true. Protesting would get you killed, even if you do it for a rightful cause. The reports say that no one was willing to talk to the police at all. After the shooting, everyone just scattered. No one has been apprehended for the murder of that lady yet. I don't know if she's black. I don't know if she's white. I don't know. And it's really not important what her skin tone was, because she was out there for a righteous cause. Because you have white people who do march for a righteous cause. And if I'm not mistaken, Portland is the whitest city in America. I'm just saying. Has anybody out there been to Portland? Have you been downtown Portland and you seen the mural on the wall? The mural on the wall where you have all of these black images, these black faces, whom were killed by the Portland, Oregon police. Who do you have? You even have George Floyd on that wall next to Kendra James. Do you remember Kendra James? If you don't, do your homework. Do you remember Patrick Kimmons? If you haven't, do your homework. And more, and more, and more. There's a whole wall downtown Portland, Oregon. In fact, Portland, Oregon has become the epicenter for protesting and defunding the police. That's what's going on in Portland, Oregon. And it's real. Do you think that they are right in protesting and demanding that the police be defunded in Portland? Because Portland, Oregon, according to the reports, are wanting to become a solidarity with Minneapolis, Minnesota, for these barragements of police killings of black men and black women. Do you be like the video and handle racism that way? But if you do decide to do that, don't bring a knife to a gunfight, okay? I'm just saying. But you have white people who are tired of racism too. And those white people are in Oregon, Portland. You even have some in Washington State. This movement is going to grow. Not only are people protesting about the wrongful killings that law enforcement have done to people of color, you have people who are protesting because of the mandates, like over there in Ottawa, Canada. But look what their response was. After weeks with the truckers stopping and blocking roads and everything, the police finally came out. And according to Canada's history, this is the second time that Canada has armed or stormed the streets of Ottawa like that, the way that they did, and pepper sprayed the protesters. No one was shot and killed, but that protesting was over. And if you look at those people over there in Canada, many of them were Caucasian people. Even they are tired. Even they are tired. You have just an unjustful system here. And many people feel that the white man is superior and he's the smart man. Look at the condition of his world. Even his own brothers and sisters is protesting against him because of his wrongful doings. Give me liberty or give me death. Give me liberty or give me death. And like I said, it's just not black people. It's white people too. You know why? Because they're tired too. They're tired too. And if y'all haven't scrolled down on this page and checked out this video entitled King Gutter, Give Me Liberty, Give Me Death, just scroll down on this page. There's only one King Gutter on this page. Give me liberty or give me death. King Gutter. And it's just not black Americans who are asking for liberty or death. It's white Americans. A lot of white, young Americans. They're not old Americans. They are young white Americans who know that this system is corrupt, evil, controlling, and unjust. That's the truth. Don't argue with me. Argue with what's going on and the facts that's going on with the world and in the world. Don't argue with me. I'm just relaying the information to you, and it is my hopes that you think about that. To my white people that's out there, my white viewers, my white friends. And if you don't have some white friends, you're going to need some. So get some. And you white friends, you're going to need, you white people, you're going to need some black friends. It's sad that this system has pitted us against each other. But you must remember, white people, we are not responsible for this system. 100. Young white people, even they want revolution. Even they want revolution. Change. Change. Not violence, but change. But the conservative KKK rulers of this system, yeah, I'm just saying. So you think about that. It's your brother, MOSHOW Chicago. Remember, it is your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. And if you haven't done so already, press the subscribe button below. View the videos. And by all means, if you're black, get you some white friends. And if you're white, get you some black friends. You have no idea of the blessings that both parties will be missing out on if you don't do that. All white people are not evil. All white people are not devils. You must remember, black man, black woman, long before the white man was here, we still had problems. We didn't have jails. We didn't have prisons. We didn't live like that. But we still fought and killed one another. Is that natural? Is that natural for a person who was created by God to naturally want to kill him or herself? I'm just saying. Peace out.